Hey YouTube, this is Waylon at the bomb shelter house. Went and got the last of the brick for that refuge. So that shelter there, that refuge has 12 inches of concrete and 8 inches of wood on top of it with 8-inch thick solid block walls with surface bonded cement on it. And got to thinking I wanted to switch it up a little bit, but one of my viewers said, well, I thought the shelter was supposed to have an L-shaped entrance and the door is a weak point, so I got some 2x4s. I'm not a framer or a carpenter, so anybody can do this. I still got to get the I think it's called a Fastenal, and bang it to the walls. You know, it's one of those, a nail blaster. I'll bang it to the floor, and if I can't get the nail blaster, I will just simply drill a hole in the bottom of it. Each one of these sections of like in here, in here, in here, there, and there, drill a hole, a larger hole. Then I will take that drill bit out, put a masonry drill bit, drill into the concrete, and then get some of the large Jesus nails like I have in this here, and drop them through the holes, and that will pin the wall down to the floor. So if I ever lose the house, I can take the shelter apart, or I could use what's called a deadman or redhead, an anchor like this. Drill the concrete, tap it in, and do it that way. But I'm probably just going to shoot it in with a nail shooter, a ram set. That's what it's called. It's called a ram set, made by Remington. You can see this is just 6-foot studs that I cut down, put them in with some 16D nails, all because one of my viewers suggested it. So you can be able to come in here. Just have 3/4 inch plywood on this side and 3/4 inch plywood on the other side, and is either going to be stacked or filled with sand simply by putting a series of holes in the plywood, or just one hole in the plywood here, and over there, and you put a funnel in there and just dump sand down inside of the wall and fill the wall up. Or else I will just fill this wall in with Sackcrete and a coffee can, out of a wheelbarrow. Just put a piece of plywood along the bottom on both sides, fill it in with concrete, stick a piece of rebar in there, and take the plywood off, move it up, and just pour this all in sections. And this would be solid concrete, so anybody shooting through the door would come in and hit this concrete wall, and the bullet would probably be disintegrated or deflected. So cut everything down here in the basement. So when you come in, it'd be like, you going, Devin? Come on. There's plenty of room here to come in and close and latch the door. I got a bunch of bottled water right here, which is going bye-bye. So you just come around, just like my viewer suggested, and you're in the shelter. Yep. And then, like I say, I know it's not the best work, but let me know what you think. Like, subscribe. I cut this with an old saw and shitty blade. A lot of the boards are they're pretty much straight, but there's a lot of weight on top of this shelter with all the concrete. So the 2x4 beams, they bow. That's why I have double 2x4s like this, double support braces like this, all these metal pipe jacks to hold that weight, a couple of these homemade 4x4s. This is my favorite way to go right here. And this is going to be a load-bearing wall. There's already a lot of weight on it. This is just here temporary. So this will come out, and then I'll put another 2x4 up under each one of these joists and ram set it to the concrete. But open that door there, buddy. I just wanted to show you what my viewer asked, and I did some research, and this is, all in all, this is a really good idea. Fill the wall full of even broken brick. You can fill the wall full of gravel. You can fill the wall full of whatever you want. And but you definitely would like to be smart to have a gun port over here and have this solid concrete where you can just simply stick a firearm to the wall and open fire on whoever comes through the door. And if they make it around the corner, then you got somebody on the other side of the shelter over here putting a bullet in their head. As soon as they round the wall, here I'll give you a view. So that's solid wall, right? So I have a gunman over here, and then probably me here, face to face. As soon as they come in, hopefully they're going to be up high, and I'm going to shoot them in the damn head. So I think it'll be all right. Definitely better than not having nothing there. But you know, just like this project on this refuge, it's pretty much done. All I got to do is put a couple floor brackets to keep that bottom from bowing out, and another 100 pounds of surface bond cement and sand, and this will be all smoothed down. It look like a stucco square, and that refuge will be done. A couple of concrete screws over in the door. Let me get the light right up here. I got to do something about this. I found today in the store where I can put everything on remote control lights, and I can just hang that remote over here somewhere on a board. But I just want to show you what I've been working on. So this is Waylon and Nevin saying later, Tater.